For years now, Jay-Z's been dodging a paternity test for a man named Rymir, who claims he's Jay's son. This thing has been going on in court for over a decade, and people have always wondered why Jay just wouldn't take the test and put it all to rest. Instead of dealing with it head-on, Jay's reportedly been throwing money and lawyers at the situation to keep it quiet.
But now?
A judge just gave Rymir's case the green light to move forward, which means Jay-Z might finally have to answer for it. But here's where things get even messier. New reports are starting to surface about Rymir's late mother, specifically, about how young she allegedly was when she got pregnant. We're talking 15 or 16 years old. And if that turns out to be true, well, that could explain why Jay's been avoiding this DNA test for so long. See, Jay's faced rumors for years about having inappropriate relationships with underage girls, and this just adds more fuel to that fire. So people are asking, if Jay's so sure he's not the father, why not just take the test and move on? As for Rymir, he's been pretty clear. He said, "I never asked for money. I'm not doing this for fame or interviews. I'm not trying to drag Jay-Z or make him look bad. I just want the truth. That's it. This whole thing has affected my life deeply, and I just want closure." Let's break it down real quick. Rymir Satchel has claimed for years that Jay-Z is his biological father. But instead of taking a simple DNA test, Jay's reportedly used his wealth and legal team to block Rymir's efforts in court. What should have been a straightforward test has turned into a legal maze that's lasted over 10 years. And now, people are seriously starting to question why it's taken this long. Some say Jay is just trying to protect his image as a loyal husband and father, especially after all the cheating scandals with Beyoncé. Others say it can't be about money, because Rymir's already 32, too old to collect back child support. But if these new claims about Rymir's mom are accurate, that she was a minor when she and Jay allegedly had a relationship, that could explain Jay-Z's silence and avoidance. Here's some background. This case first made headlines back in 2015, when Rymir and his legal guardian Lily Coley filed a paternity suit. Lily, who's a paralegal, says Jay-Z and his legal team gave false information in court, which got the case tossed out. But Rymir didn't stop. In 2018, Rymir filed new papers accusing Jay of using his fame and money to keep dodging a DNA test. Then, things got even shadier. Court records showed Rymir's own legal team may have been working behind the scenes with Jay's lawyers. And when the son got a copy of Rymir's birth certificate, there was no father listed at all. In an exclusive interview, Rymir said, "I've been denied a fair hearing because of legal mistakes and misconduct." Jay-Z stands as a role model in the black community. He talks about justice, about Black Lives Matter. But how can you preach truth if you won't face it yourself? If I'm not your son and nothing ever happened with my mom, just take the test. Rymir also shared that his mom Wanda first told him Jay-Z was his father when he was around 8 years old. So now that the court has finally allowed the case to move forward, all eyes are back on Jay-Z. Will he finally take the test? Or is there really something he's been hiding all along? Alright y'all, this story just keeps getting wilder. According to Rymir's late mother, Wanda, she and Jay-Z hooked up way back in 1992 at his aunt's apartment in the Brooklyn projects. She says they used protection, but it failed. After that night, she never saw Jay again. No contact, no way to reach him. Just gone. Fast forward to 2010, Wanda's health had taken a turn for the worse, and custody of Rymir, or Ree as they call him, was given to his godmother, Lily Coley. Lily has been fighting alongside Rymir ever since, and she's convinced Jay-Z is his biological father. According to her, Wanda got pregnant shortly after meeting Jay, and she was only 15 or 16 at the time. But hold on. It gets even more disturbing. In Rymir's 2018 lawsuit, it's alleged that Jay-Z's attorney made Wanda sign legal documents while she was recovering from a medically induced coma in the hospital. These papers allegedly replaced Lily's name on official filings without her consent, basically cutting her out of the process. Because of that, the court tossed the case once again. And then, things took a really dark turn. Shortly after filing new charges, Rymir says he was shot at. He was in a parking lot with a group of people, and out of all the cars there, his was the only one that got sprayed with bullets. This happened around the same time he refiled his legal complaint, and to him and Lily, that timing felt way too convenient to be random. But it doesn't stop there. Lily also shared that people started showing up at her house. We're talking folks driving on the lawn, banging on her door at 4 o'clock in the morning, and just doing whatever they could to intimidate and scare them. She believes it's bigger than just Jay-Z. She says it's about how the rich and powerful manipulate the legal system to protect themselves. This isn't just about Jay-Z, she said. This is about exposing how the system lets people with money get away with corruption. That's why we're trying to push for something called the Pro Se or Legal Abuse Act, to bring change and protect people from being silenced. And the court system itself? According to Lily and Rymir, it's just as guilty. In New Jersey, there's a law that says if someone refuses to take a paternity test, they're presumed to be the father. So legally speaking, Jay-Z is already presumed to be Rymir's dad. He's not even just alleged anymore. But just when Jay probably thought he buried this story for good, Rymir's case finally got the go-ahead to move forward. And then came the bombshell. Remember that Jane Doe lawsuit against Diddy? Jay-Z's name came up in that case too. Jane Doe claimed that both Jay and Diddy sexually assaulted her when she was just 13 years old. In response, Jay put out a statement saying he lives by a strict code of honor and is all about protecting children. But Rymir? He wasn't having it. He fired back in a public statement. If Mr. Carter values honor and protecting kids the way he claims, then he should step forward with honesty and take the test. Instead, he keeps deflecting and dodging. Now Rymir has filed a new lawsuit, this time against the New Jersey court system itself and multiple judges. He accuses them of conspiring with Jay-Z for over a decade to shut down his paternity case. In that lawsuit, Rymir's legal team says Jay-Z lied under oath, claiming he didn't own any property in New Jersey, which made the court believe it had no jurisdiction over him. But Rymir's lawyers say they've got the property deeds and tax records with Jay's name on them to prove that wasn't true. The filing claims Jay-Z used wealth, power, and influence to twist the legal process in his favor, leading to delays, dismissals, and manipulation behind the scenes. On top of all that, Rymir's car getting shot at, being followed, and those early morning stalkers? All of it, he and Lily believe, is tied to powerful people trying to shut them up. So now I'm asking y'all, what do you think? Do you believe Rymir? And what's the real reason Jay-Z won't just take the test and settle this once and for all? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.